Ball pops out, incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these...
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guy...
Johnson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. They kick this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10.
Hey, got 3 down. 65.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So out now come the Jets. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To Decker over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Mike 39, Lucy.
Throwing is Bortles. Underneath for Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And caught by Thomas. He's got a Jets touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. Santos with the extra point. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Bortles. And this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From midfield, here's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he's got Decker, left side. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And some strong running. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Here we go.
Now Bortles on the bootleg. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Now a play fake. Bortles. That's caught. It's Thomas. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, But you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach. Yeah, Coach Ford would have.
Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Brandon Cooks as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And what David Johnson on his way. The 40. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. He leaps over him. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 65. On second down, here's Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returnable for Lockett. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, Bortles. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Dontari Poe in on the stop. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Cam Cameron Jordan in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The Jets on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
13.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Now Bortles throwing on second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Third touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Bortles coming to the line with his guys going for 2. Play action. Now it's Bortles. They'll roll him out right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here.
Move it up, fellas.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, it's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 54 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Bo Allen busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On the ground, this is Johnson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, now Orals. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So now here come the Dolphins. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devin Funchess His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And did the Dolphins get it? Yes. Miami football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Dolphins on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins.
Making the plays necessary and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Kenny Clark in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double, sometimes triple team. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Bortles now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here.
Hey, what's up, gang?